how do I create a website for my therapy practice? Okay, so this is Ian from Theralist, and today's question is, as I just read, how do I create a website for my therapy practice? So there are a bunch of options that range in simplicity and affordability, actually, as well, from a very simple one-page website, like something you would use on Instagram, like a profile page that can be really, really effective, actually, for promoting yourself and for getting your ideal audience or your quintessential clients or target market to actually take an action that brings them a little bit closer into your orbit. So, for an example, signing up for a newsletter or a mailing list, or calling you, or setting up an appointment. Those sorts of, let's say, social media style landing pages, something like Linktree or Link in Bio, or one of the various flavors of those sorts of services can be really effective. And we've seen lots of folks do quite well with a simple one-page website of that sort of style. The more complicated approaches, obviously, are using something like WordPress or Squarespace or Webflow or Framer or any of those analogs that are quite easy to use if you're a professional designer or you understand code. But for most folks in our orbit who are not so interested in heavy-duty design, those can be either something that you outsource to a design agency or something that you learn on your own. And then, you are obviously empowering yourself at that point to build whatever it is that you want for your business. I'd also point out that there are many great themes and templates and design frameworks that are specifically created for folks in the mental health or counselors, therapists, doctors, etc. If you look on ThemeForest, for an example, which is quite popular for WordPress-based designs, you'll find lots of designs, again, that are specifically for mental health professionals. I would caution people who are thinking about one of these really free-based services like Wix or something similar to Wix. In my experience, and we run the Mindful Marketplace learning community as well, people in general in the public are turned off by those sorts of sites. So if you have a site that looks like it was built for free, and often they have the, Wix or, the company like WordPress.com, for an example, at the bottom, that sort of thing, I think, is a red flag. And many people have told us that, people in the public who are, kind of perusing our profiles through various sites and communities, that they find that to be a turnoff if it looks like somebody has built a website in a very 1990s kind of way with a free solution like GoDaddy Web Builder or Wix or one of those kinds of analogs. They often look pretty dated, and more importantly, they reflect a lack of investment, I guess is the right phrase, in one's own public, or practice persona or branding. And not that it would bother me per se, but many folks in our extended community have told us, again, especially people in the public who are looking at profiles of mental health or mindfulness teachers or, anyone who offers a service, that if they haven't created a website that is, at least somewhat professional looking, that it is a red flag to them and a turn off. So I do recommend not using one of those solutions. And if you have one of those already, it's very easy and quite affordable to switch to something like a one-page website you can build on Card or Framer or something along those lines that will actually do far better for you, both from a public perception standpoint, as well as actually driving real traffic to your therapy practice and actually to the ideal action that you want your quintessential client or ideal audience to actually do when they land on your website. For us, for me personally, that's generally signing up for a mailing list or using like a Calendly link or something that allows people who are in the world to get a little bit closer to what, we're doing in a more, one-on-one personal sort of way. Teach what you know, do what you love, wake up the world with your work. Again, this is Ian from Theralist. If you have questions, as always, feel free to ask. Thanks.